aga m ewere igwe eji ekwu okwu wee nyekwe Honorable Okeke again ka o welcome-kwara anyị onye ndu anyị dịka isi welcome anyị nya. Then you put just then I go. Because the chairman, you are still the chairman today. It's not finished.
IPOB.
One family.
IPOB.
One family.
One family.
IPOB.
Ohamadike. Dalo again for being in our midst. We work with a better go. The bias and only can out go on all so you can have woman now or before John you can go. I'm a even now your member side never because I have fully care warrior. I have nearly a fully faga or former by a man because I said we'll know again to Japan. Now,
this is oil and gas reporting again.
I'm so welcome, there's your but Japan is your home. I need you are always at home when you are here. So I'm going to say, Chineke Dubia, Lupa Wanaka. IPOB, I na bambu ya Biafra. Na mbene teraka, achuku yende. Okin soku ai de megene, abia nisi njedebe. So when I say no again, you are welcome. Thank you very much.
IPOB.
One family.
IPOB.
One family.
One family.
IPOB.
I am glad to be in your midst. It's a town hall meeting, so you have to indulge me. I'll sit down. There will be a lot of questions this evening which I have to answer. And we will try and do also this evening what we couldn't do yesterday. In an orderly fashion, we'll be able to take some group and personal photographs afterwards. Because I recognize you've been waiting for a very long time. And I do sincerely apologize. Anybody that knows me understands I don't play with time. When I broadcast, I try to come on air on time. I don't like going to events late, those that know me. So I do apologize. And I can see the fact that you've waited here to see me this evening goes to testify as to your determination and your resoluteness, your affection for the restoration of Biafra, and your willingness to do everything humanly possible to ensure that Biafra is restored. For that, I am very grateful and shall remain grateful to Japan. Biafra will not be run on a late timetable, I can assure you. We will be a different nation altogether from other African nations. And from today, anytime we have an event and we give a time, if we say 4 o'clock, even if it's only the bartender there, we start at that 4 o'clock. Very important. The rest can come later. That's what we should start doing from now onwards. Thank you very much. It's a town hall meeting. As a people were meant to ask questions yesterday. Today is their time to ask questions, and I'll be willing to entertain them. When you ask, I will answer as honestly as I always have done in the past. Thank you very much.
IPOB.
One family.
IPOB.
One family.
One family.
One POB.
Please, we have to go straight to the point, and then those who have questions should come up with their urge.
This is IPOB. Tokyo, Japan. You know, we are not made it today because of yesterday was so busy. So
I can assure you, we know Director is tired
And I can show you that everything
People should burn us because of
will take place faster.
the confidence.
Today, today we're a town hall meeting. And because they had a town hall meeting, onye enechekwa m anya, okay, I will go back. I will speak English for sure, but you remember, Kola North does not speak English. It only speaks vernacular. Mazo to say. Honorable Kereke, Ngwano, Mezukuya, Imogi Mekuya.
Thank you very much. When you see Oji Abiakwana, because present Goduli Eko Wolo, Oji Luono. Thank you very much. Bikono, the bias and Otutu Quadro or Cambode. Abonichi, Chichipolo, way for Boni Biko. While I'm not going to Oji tonight. The day Juchi will allow you. When I say Biko, I got that straight to the way about you. What will I have for them? Abako. Okay, yeah, I'm a mono, or Bologna got why about you. IPOB, one family, Oje Donna, Karapusin, Kancho, Yemmedia. Yes, well, logic, ego lie, because Maludo. Who has the zero by before?
IPOB. Thank you. If I could kind Chineke spoke at Biafra. If I na chop, Macano Asna only you from what I will came, I call you a wood. I told him and took at the Melaia. Director Diano, Okuji Bakina, only for and a very Beloganina. I wanna why you make kind of modify a G, a Maya River, even I can you. And then work one day to Honey, so I have support why Hannah Badai, even I can you. And one more to even I was school capiano. Yamazulai, Kai Bunobi, Yamelai, if I Bunobi. I will we cannot buy Nafa school capiano.
Also, one, I am in the coincident when they consider that no was a map to come a maga when you will not come out. Magandina Barrow yesterday. Director Police Butu Punya Mana due to 10 factors, we couldn't receive any questions. And they had a town hall meeting. Yesterday was an occasion, but today it was a town hall meeting. And why do we call it a town hall meeting? It is a place we share our ideas, we contribute ideas about the restoration of Biafra. It doesn't matter if you were there yesterday or not, but what matters is what question do you have, what idea do you have to contribute to this town hall meeting to make the restoration of Biafra a successful one. That is why director is here today to take these questions. Makana, owo yo go chona upon a street and I say, Ehemere Kemena, Ehemere Kemena. Owo that now Guadanka, why you make you ta, Mona why you make you ta. Oh, I am Naji money here, as meet no money. I can't go there. Yeah, I have meet no money, Naji Owase. I am gonna a tomato. Mo ere. Agato. Game ki ha na-eme ga n'iru. Anyị atụ ya. Enwekwu na ajụjụ a ga-ajụ ya ihe gbagwojuru anyị anya. Anyị ajụọ ya. Because na anyị nwawu ndị Igbo bi Japan. Anyị hụrụ nwaanyị n'anya nke ukwuu. Ihe a wutu ofu obodo. Ị ga-aga n'ụwa niile. Ị gaghị anụ na enwere ofu onye Igbo. Ya na nwanne ya mekọrọ ihe. Okwuru maka ego ga-gbuo ya. Ọwasị ka m na-ekwu. Ma ọ sị ka o were ebe ga-agbagbuo nwanne ya. Ọwasị o mebeghị n'obodo a. Ọ ya mere anyị ji biri n'obodo a n'udo. And ihe ọwụwa and the director Obioma kpara m ndị m ji gụkwa here today na-ekwu okwu na director si ya hụ n'obodo anya. And that n'ịhụnanya hụ n'obodo a bịa ime increase. Onye bụ Obioma nwere dị iche. So for that, ọ kwere si gịnị broker. So onye ọrụ ga-ajụ ajụjụ dị reasonable. Ajụjụ ma ị ga-enwekwe any question to ask. You stop. Okay. So like as I said, if you have a good question, you just don't stand up and start asking questions. So if you have any question to ask, please raise up your hand and I will call you and I come with the mic to ask your question and then the director will answer your question. Is that clear with us? Yes. Sure? Yes. Okay, director, is it ready now? Thank you very much. So I go to you now in a black suit.
Open is here, we live here on our group. I come from the IPOB.
One family.
IPOB.
One family.
One family.
IPOB.
Ahamo Uche Christian Aja. I'm on Yishago, Ebony State. And now I'm IPOB member of the for 17 years. And don't worry, him Motorana, Japan. Let him say, come be a gladiator to Onishai. Come with Iowa, Japan. I am me, then what a Biafra. A Biafra, then I'm Dimma. And they're buying happy, then our boss or then our monozo. I'm going to go to you. Reto, him to radio, pay him boom boom. We have I give men a la Biafra. Game me already la Biafra. And they buy happy in our apple. Then our children going to go in the other. Or you have I didn't say, I'm Joe.
Imere nke ọma ebe ọ dị ukwuu na ajụjụ na-ajụ. Ihe mere ji na-agba mbọ a niile nwoke anyị ruo ezigbote obodo a ga-eji na-ama atụ, obodo ga-egosi mba ndị ọzọ nọ n'Afrịka ụzọ kama sụọ bekee maka ndị niile na we are going to build a very beautiful nation, not the same rhetoric as the nationalists in Africa. You know, within the late 50s and early 60s, a lot of African countries became independent with very grand vision and ideas as to how to move the country forward, but nothing happened. The reason why nothing happened is because of that difficulties you have in black people lacking discipline. I need you to understand what I'm saying very, very carefully. If we go into, come here, goes up to become. Let me go out. If you have a nation like Biafra, and Britain comes and gives you money, or promises you, or they promise you the prime ministerial position, but your job is to undermine the government of, let's say, our chairman, that you will be the next president of Biafra, and you say no to them, that will give us a very solid foundation to build the type of nation that you want. But once you accept that mission to undermine the government of your brother, that will set the downfall of your nation. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
understand this very well. Every country in Africa had a very wonderful idea as to how to go forward, but all of them went backwards. You remember Mobutu Sese Seko? Do any of you here remember a man called Patrice Lumumba? Good. Do you know that the conglomerates you have in some Western countries went to Mobutu and asked him to overthrow the government of Patrice Lumumba? And he did it. And today, has Zaire gone forward or Congo? Have they moved forward?
No.
Do you know a man called Thomas Sankara? You know him?
Yes, sir.
You know his friend, is it Blaise Compaoré?
Yes, sir.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Am I getting the names right?
Yes, sir.
His best friend. Everybody knew that Sankara was doing very well. Everybody. They paid Blaise Compaoré to undermine his closest friend and killed him in the process. If we can resist that temptation in Biafra alone, no country on this earth will see our back, I assure you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
All the guys plan all they got on a village, but you never built it. The plan is on paper. The problem that we have in Africa is translating what is written down into something tangible that you can see. Execution. All of you are aware that if you have been to Germany before, if you say, I'm sure even maybe in Japan, I don't know. If you say you're an engineer looking for a job in Germany, once you bring your certificate, you know what they do with it? They put it in a dustbin and give you overall to go and show them how you're an engineer. We will be very, very practical. And one thing we have going for us is that in Biafra land, engineers are born, they don't need to go to school. So we know what to do.
Hamadike ndị Igbo. Ndị Biafra, sorry.
Mazidalo, few days ago, last week to be precise, my name is Nobis Muke. Few days ago, last week to be precise, we saw Mr. Tijani Mohammed Pande ascended into the throne of Ungar. So my question now is in two parts. Has Nigerian government has anything to do with the ascension, or did they influence it in any way? That is one. So another question there is, if Biafra struggle, in this Biafra struggle, has that presidency has anything to do, or is it going to undermine it a little bit, the ascension of that man? That's my question. And after that, I have one other one, please.
Let me answer this first one. You know, whilst we are busy trekking from the Sahara Desert to come to Europe, and all of us here looking for visa to come to Japan, some of us looking for visa to go to Europe, some to South Africa, some to Brazil, some to the Arab countries, some to the northern continent of America. The Fulani have been very busy planning for the next 200 years. Listen very carefully. As at the year 2009, the Fulani war chest to keep the zoo as one stood at $18 billion. As at today, that war chest has grown to $23 billion. Is a roundabout way to answer your question. Of course, they influenced it. There is Biafra raging everywhere. The whole world is talking about Biafra. Do you think the Japanese government doesn't know about Biafra? Everybody knows about Biafra. So they do what they do best. They bribe, they intimidate, they cajole, they threaten countries, and they bribe diplomats. Have I said that before? Every diplomat from USA, from Britain, from Canada, once you're from an advanced country, when you come to the zoo, you become a millionaire. Zainab, Mohammed, they have been doing their job at the UN. They think that if they announce Bande, or whatever his name is, as the UN General Assembly president or whatever, that will dampen our spirit and diminish us. But I went to the UN in Geneva, and in the not too distant future I'll go to the UN also in New York to address them. So the zoo will do everything they can within their powers to stop what we are doing. Because Fulani produce nothing. They contribute nothing to the economy. So why would they give up the oil and gas that they control? Why would they give up political power just like that? Have you not heard that they plan to change the constitution? Unanubeye? So that Jubril from Sudan can continue? You've not heard it?
We have heard.
You've seen them or you've heard them humiliating the Yoruba man, Oshibajo.
Yes.
Has heaven fallen since then?
Never.
Huh?
Nothing.
You were there, they gave Fulani headsmen, murderers and killers and terrorists 100 billion. How much did they vote for school and hospitals? 51 billion. But they gave 100 billion to killers. You can't do anything. Yoruba cannot do anything. Middle Belt cannot do anything. But IPOB is doing something. They are prepared. They are prepared. So they are behind it. I will be seeing similar stunts from everywhere. They try to stop me from seeing Israeli businessmen and parliamentarians in Israel because they beat an Israeli and gave him a contract and said to him, Nnamdi Kanu is in Israel, try and see what you can do to scatter it. They didn't succeed. They will never succeed.
Biafra.
Don't be afraid of them. They are afraid of us. And we have them at IGHakanebojo. I'm telling you the truth. So they will keep trying. They will keep trying. They went to Indonesia and asked Indonesian government to clamp down on our people. Even what is happening in South Africa won't be too surprised. Because they ask the politicians, who gives these people money? Who gives Nnamdi Kanu to be doing these things? And they said no one. They said, oh no, it must be those people in South Africa, in Indonesia, in Malaysia. That is why they are killing our people in all those places. Don't you know that? That's what the zoo is doing. The sovereign state, they are protected under international law because UN says you cannot intervene or interfere in the domestic affairs of any other country. You don't know that? So what we have accomplished so far is a milestone in the history of freedom fighting, I can assure you. And we're not going to stop until this very flag is raised up high. And
holy, holy, Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. Holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another savior.
Thank you very much for the concrete answer given. Mazi, another question is this. China is an indigenous country like ours, and they play a vital role in this world economy right now. So, my question is, how has the acceptance of IPOB be in China, and how do you intend to relate for the development or whatever help China will bring to Biafra land? Thank you.
another very important question, and you must also listen very carefully to the answer that I give you. China has an interest in the zoo because the zoo is paying them money. Zoo just go to war, thinking about $64 billion or so. So if keeping Nigeria one means that Ghana will get, that China will get their investments back, then that's what they have to do. It's called national interest. But at the same time, I have reassured the Chinese government that their consideration for a possible support for Biafra should not be hinged on the ability or inability of the zoo called Nigeria to pay back the money they're owing China, because Biafra will pay it. Biafra will pay it. I don't want China to say that Nigeria is paying us money, because of that, let's hold Nigeria together and prevent the emergence of Biafra. We are saying to them that we will pay. Everything the zoo is saying we will pay. Because you know in a billion years the zoo cannot pay back. Yes. It's not possible. Do they go to work? I'm asking you. Since you were born, have you heard of a Fulani engineer before? Have you heard of a Fulani poet before? Have you heard of a Fulani novelist before?
They're lazy men.
But they're the ones ruling you. And you can now understand what we are doing. People don't know what IPOB is doing because they have refused to reason and think properly. We will pay China back. And we are going to run a very open, transparent economy. We want inward investment from everywhere. From this Japan, from Israel, from USA, from Canada, from the EU, every country that has something to contribute. We will welcome it into Biafra land. And then our seaports will be working. Our airports will be working. Some of you don't know that they closed our airport in Enugu and promised to Mahi that they open one in Ebony. Eh? Are you following what I'm saying? They closed down Enugu airport. And when the governors were asking, but how do we come back to our land? They said, oh, don't worry. In the year 2042, a new one will open near Abakaliki. Now you are forced to go back through Lagos or Abuja and then start the perilous journey by road back to where we come from. Do you understand it? And the more you keep quiet, the more they heap iniquity upon iniquity on your head. We are here today because Ohaneze failed. After the war, they formed Ohaneze with the greatest respect to another fine Ebonyi son and the son of Biafra, Dr. Kanu, had good intentions. All the Sabo came into Ohanese, took Ohanese. Kaduna Airport was meant to be in a way. Kaduna Airport. Agadabachirozo, if you know him very well, Badiwe sold it to Kaduna. If you don't know, I will tell you. And because you sold your birthright to Kaduna, Fulani can take away your seaports, they take away your roads, they take away your airport. So there is no direct flight. Listen, no direct flight from anywhere from Biafra land to outside. But ordinary Mina, in Niger State, ordinary Kebbi State, Kebbi, that contributes nothing to the economy, they fly outside, direct. We that have all the resources and the manpower, we run the economy. The zoo rests on us. We have the oil and we have the gas and they take it for free. On top of that, common flight we don't have. Ship will come to stop in Lagos. Instead of opening Warri, Iguacha and Calabar and dredging the Niger, they are planning to build another one in Paraguay. And you're telling me that there is something normal about us. I don't blame Awusa. I don't blame, in fact, I don't blame Fulani because Awusa no longer exists. I blame all of us. In your land, there is no airport. All over Japan, all of you from different cities in Japan, you have airports everywhere, don't you?
Yes, sir.
I go airports happening there.
Yes.
Why, if you're not happy, even if you are apathetic to what IPOB is doing, why can't you rise up and ask questions? Why don't we have any functioning airport in our land? We don't ask. Simple question. Why must I land in Yoruba land to come to my land? Why must I land in Abuja? Why?
Corruption.
You were the one you to God. We fight until last man standing. You fight until last man.
Onye ndị ekele m gị Amadike Biafra, afọ mbụ Azubike Henry from Nnamdi, Oru West Local Government of Biafra. Ihe m chọrọ ịjụ bụ from otu ihe si aga, from the trend of things, all the very clear that in no time all of us will be celebrating Biafra. Ma ndị zoo ọchọrọ ma ha achọghị o mezugo omego emebore. Mana ihe na-enyetụ m obere concern m chọrọ ịjụ ebe a taa bụ enwere other groups bụkwa ụmụnne anyị ndị Biafra laalụkwa laza in different names, pro-Biafra groups. Kedu otu IPOB that has formed the majority we manage these other groups to avoid internal crisis? Okay, Biafra there, because all they go, our Jum Chorete. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your question. I think a journalist asked me the same question a few days ago about Masop and Wazirike, and I answered it. That the history of the modern agitation for Biafra will not be complete without the name of Wazirike being mentioned. I said that very clearly, which is a compliment. And about the other groups, we also recognize what they are doing. And we will encourage them to continue to do that. Some of them have come to us and we have reached out to them and we are working to harmonize things. But there is one very serious problem that we have with the mushrooming of groups. When I came out of prison, Nnamdi led a group of pro-Biafra groups to my house. I don't know if some of you read the newspaper.
Yes, we saw them.
To pledge loyalty. They said they wanted to collapse. I said, no, answer your individual names. But we can all work together. But The reason why we are the way we are in IPOB is because we are puritanical, very principled in what we do. We are not going to change tomorrow. What you see today is what you will see until Biafra is restored. It will never change. Now, my concern is this. Let me just tell you what the issues are. Rather than always people coming to us, which is a very good thing anyway, to try and reach out to all these groups, they must understand that we are indigenous people of Biafra. It encompasses everybody. What stops our deputy national coordinator from breaking away tomorrow? Okay, can I hit you up on your group? What name do you want to give it to? And then people will come and say, oh, go and engage him. We want to stop this fragmentation. If you have any views or ideas you think can move Biafra forward, you bring it and implement it. That's how I operate. Most of the things I do is not from me. I don't remember. It is from your idea. Some of you write, some of you email me, some of you send me WhatsApp messages. And if it's a good idea, we run with it. Nobody knows, no one person knows everything. Is that possible? If they have good ideas as well, we will incorporate it. And I'm sure we shall meet it. I went to America, Kanu and Kabaka. I've not said this thing anywhere before. Some elders met me in America and said, can I see a particular person? After saying no for a while, I said, okay. After they pressured me, I said, I'm sick. I asked the elders, this group you want me to see, how many are there in that group? They said they don't know. I said, ask them how many they are. It turns out that the person they want me to see is a one-man band. One bandit roaming about everywhere. One person. And I said to the people, can you ask a tiny country like Belize or Solomon Islands, and you ask the USA to go and beg them? Is that done?
No way.
They have to apply to be the 51st state of America. Only one person. I asked them, how many rallies have they organized? How many protests have they participated in? How have they helped Biafra? In which form? They couldn't answer me. I said, all these things apart, I will see this very person. We were meant to meet on the 5th of July, 2019. I was in my hotel room in New York, getting ready to go and board a flight to Houston. And I still have the text message here. I can show the chairman, never, because some of my work at home, chairman Amaka. And I can go like a chairman. The messages are here. They wrote, where is he? They asked us what we are doing about other groups. The message is here. The message came on around the 3rd of July, asking me to cancel my flight to Houston. That the person I'm coming to see now, but also is nowhere to be found. Also, I lost my ticket. The messages are here. On one hand, we are not quarreling, we are not fighting. But what we're saying to them is that if you can do half of what IPOB has done,
come up.
I will leave IPOB and I'll follow you. I said half. Half. Have you seen freedom fighters before who are in good terms with their persecutor? Have you ever seen before?
No way.
There are only 3 places where a freedom fighter belongs, if you're truthful. In the grave, in prison, or in exile. Only 3 places. Either you are in the grave, martyred, which would have happened to me, or you are in prison, which I have been to, or you are in exile, which I'm on now. Where are they? Some freedom fighters. What can they bring to the, apart from the name, What can you bring to the table? Some started before us, they claim. We started before you. But you are building Neba since have they been there? EU has been there, have they been there before?
Nowhere.
Since you know that IPOB can do what you can never do, why don't you come and join us? Because we don't want you.
The question is too much, so he's ready to answer all the questions.
IPOB.
One question.
IPOB.
One family.
One family.
IPOB.
My name is Nelson Arenzechi from Orifite. Onye isi, biko ajụjụ nchọrọ ịjụ bụ anụgo gị several occasions in na-ekwu okwu na radio. You mention people involved na this Biafra from other states. Kogi, Benue, Calabar, Akwa Ibom, Delta, and so on and so forth. My question is, how do you synergize with these people to adapt to the motive of this organization? Because recently we've not seen any champion from these areas championing this occasion, championing the future of Biafra. They have not been seen. Let me put it like that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that. There are a lot of people from all across Biafra land working very hard.
Yes. You cannot see them.
The reason why we decided to keep their name away from public glare is to protect them from the harsh realities of zoo brutalization or their families back home. Do you understand now? Yes. We don't want them to become victims of zoo wicked and evil persecution. Because what the zoo does is to persecute people to discourage others from coming forward. And we don't want that to happen. We have them all over the place. I had a meeting with Ijo elders exactly 2 weeks ago and 4 days. And I know what they told me. I had meetings with people you will never believe from the so-called Niger Delta. They are part and parcel of what we are doing. And even the Middle Belt want to join us as well. These are people who are outside Biafra. They also want to come in. We don't want to unduly expose people. We want it to be the frontline people in DOS alone because we're used to it. You know that the army and the police are surrounding my house in the village. Are you aware of that?
We know.
How many of you can endure that? How many of you can?
No.
That is the problem. So we are protecting them. But once we get very close, then they will emerge. Don't worry about that. And don't listen to some people saying that we don't have people in DRS from Iboyi. They are lying. We have them. I assure you. Thank you very much.
When you say good evening, Afambo Jerry Opuchupu Mweke from Ogidi, Demlin of local government area of the zoo.
Biafra land. Biafra land.
Sorry. When you say anyway, a word of like advice or because now in our town hall meeting, which can control you. On we room I know see so many times. Man Japan, man Nigeria. Okay. I speak in English. but I didn't go to school well. So I've been hearing many rumors concerning some secret things we don't supposed to put in social media. And those rumors have been battling me because sometimes people say that Mazi Nnamdi talks too much, that there are some certain things he doesn't supposed to say in the national media or anywhere in the world. So I want to ask, is it possible before we go to social media to map out some certain things you're supposed to broadcast and the one you're not supposed to broadcast before you go to the media? That's one question. Second one is, and at my age, I talk about if Biafra comes, is there any possible means we will create a leader? Because I quite understand that other states or tribes in the zoo have a leader that when he comes out and say and talk, other people will listen to him and obey him. No matter his age or his pocket or his bank account, they write about it and they say what advice he gave to his people. We don't have it in Igbo land. So I want to ask, can we, Igbo people, abide and respect a single person who will map out as a leader so we can obey? When he calls us to stop, we stop. When he tells us to move, then we move. That's my question.
Thank you very much. But I will start from the last one. You are aware of the 30th of May, sit at home? Are you aware? That an order was given from prison and was obeyed? From prison, yes. That was total lockdown. We asked our people to boycott Anambra elections and they did. Only about 3% voted in Anambra. If we don't have any leader or we don't have a movement that champions the aspirations and the wishes of our people, will the zoo be panicking?
No way.
Did you hear what Father Bemonso said a few days ago? Who here heard it? Did you hear it? Yeah. I don't know if it can be played here. Can it be played? Do they have any Bluetooth here? Find it. And then you hear also what he said. Our people are now under one command. One simple command. People say Igbo Wednesday to try to justify their own prejudice, their own envy, their own jealousy. Not you, others. Why not me? They hold on to Igbo Wednesday to justify their own prejudice they have inside. That's what happens to us. Do you want me to show you that our people Wednesday? We can do another one. Sit at home next week Wednesday. We will lock everywhere down in Biafra land. I didn't say Igbo land, so. The whole of the Kechia Yatomo. Zuna, we are down. Lock her down. We don't want to abuse our powers. Is it because we allow them to be leading us? We don't want that. Our people are under one command and coming to secrecy. You are all Republicans. Which means before you follow IPOB, you must know what you're following. Is that not true? You must know what you're following, isn't it? And in the process of knowing, you will ask questions. And when I say I won't answer you, say, no, when you hear their name. Do you see that Americans impeach their president in the open? they call for inquiry in the open. Because America is a Republican society, they're a republic. But in Britain, in Russia, in other places where you don't quite know what you're getting, it's done in secret. To you, today they're calling for the impeachment of Trump. To us, maybe thinking, oh, it's a big shame. No, to them it's normal politics. So there are some things you want to know before you follow me on IPOB, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
If I tell you now, imagine that we went to UN. And I come out and I will tell you we went to UN. You say, oh, we've had it before. Oh, you get, isn't it? So that is what we'll tell you. But I'm sure that by the time we get close to Biafra restoration, we would have built up sufficient trust that anything we tell you, you believe. And I'm at once, I don't lie. I don't. I am under oath before God in heaven, and I don't lie. And that is why Biafra will come under our watch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We have secrets. And as I said, that was why those that tried to break IPOB couldn't. There are 3 things that we know. Them, they know 1. Uche, for my deputy, knows only 2. I am the one that knows all 3.
More little.
Onye ndu m ga-ekpukwa okpuru na ajụjụ a. Aha m bụ Chief Sir Raymond Ugochukwu Asola. Abụ m onye Aba na Biafland. This movement, ihe niile a na-eme na-atọ m ụtọ. But I became officially a IPOB member. But I'm menye my support. But he kept going. Oh, when there's something about them, because as Otuishi Dere and the young men understand no one, and I didn't miss anything. I say, and my choice how well I'm trying. I tried to find out. There was my own opportunity to find out. If I don't have the opportunity, I can now try to use a common sense. Join Georgia thing. So every more opportunity to see you face to face. Actually, I'm going to read this question because it's just something you know when on social media or I'm not going to rumor. Now you have been offered. No one be no na captivity or prison that you are offered to go with 5 states, the Igbo states. That if you agree to go, it's okay. Like the Biafra will come to, but they will give you the states. The kind of #1 question. Then #2, the Jaw people who Biafra. Only before I went a good relationship with their leader or Asalem Dokubo, which I have known, I have had him talk on your behalf. But to my greatest surprise, recently, I saw a video post on social media criticizing you, asking you, trying to make people to feel that what you are doing, it is not what you agree on. So, you can join face to face. Or when any problem personal with him, or jealousy, as a in human being, when you're with the problem. That's my question, please.
Thank you very much. Yes, is the answer to the first question. I was in prison in Kuje when they came, and they made the offer to me, and I said no, because the 5 states does not even contain all Igbo-speaking people. Can you hear me very well? Yes. The 5 states they are talking about does not include every Igbo person. because there are Igbo people in Akwa Ibom, in Cross River, in Benue, in Kogi, in Delta, in Edo, in Rivers. I said, no. And I read Ojuku's papers at Aburi. I know the way they negotiate. If I say yes to it, they say, oh, why don't you take autonomy? I say yes to autonomy. They say, oh, why don't you take Abia and Imo only? I say, okay. They'll say, why don't you take only Abia? That's what they did to Ojukwu. I know them. So I dismissed them. I told them, no. I not only want Biafra of the old map, I want to add a Gala and a Doma in it. Do you understand?
Yes.
And when I left that meeting, one of the warders was listening. He's from Kogi State. He came to my cell and was shaking me, telling me when I'm leaving here, I should take him with me. And coming to your second question, I don't discuss individuals unless they are politicians in the zoo making our life difficult. But out of courtesy and respect to you and to this gathering here, I can categorically tell you that I have no issues with anyone. People may have issues with me, but I don't have issues with them. My focus is Biafra. Thank you very much.
I want to talk, but one of my questions, as I am a High Chief, Christian Okafo. Ahamadike, without putting a hand at your go to God. All High Chief Christian Okafo. Watch the belly kisses in no bow. You put me one in two bow. I could question no Zaba. Was the whole large into about one of our men. That's then at the part I was the billionaire MC. But I want to go. That's true. Mazi, Ajuju Chowanejo, one of the questions about Asari Dokobo. And they can see how IPOB member.
5 years ago.
Or move from IPOB Chinjiko.
5 years ago.
You change up my birthright. You change up Mazi.
5 years ago.
The second former IPOB in this city. Of course.
5 years ago.
With the one chief father here. I won't go back right, Mama. Wow. But I'll be a ship back full time. I promise you, national coordinator.
You say?
Question on challenge you, Mazio. Or to go my first question. Second one, or we will now every Biafra must be IPOB. Number one question. Then, second one, then when the Biafra no be carrier the men IPOB members, but due to one thing or other, or I put on social media, but on the ground, they are supporting IPOB. They are in support of Biafra restoration. So this has been a problem I want to sort out, and in presence of you to sort it out so that I know how to handle them in case if it comes on my table next time. Or we will only one hour get IPOB, and every Biafra must be IPOB. Kamadi when I will get IPOB, then we Biafra. Now support the hand and unacceptable. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. it is not compulsory for every Biafran to be IPOB, but by identity, every Biafran is an indigenous person of Biafra.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Indigenous.
You're talking about participating,
Oh,
being part of. Aga m eji atụtụ Ubunka. Ị na-agafe hụ ndị na-arụ ọrụ ga-esi ndị ọrụ ha jisikwa ike n'ọrụ isokwa n'ọrụ a na-arụ. Do you understand? Onye gwara ndị na-arụ ọrụ sị ha jisi ike n'ọrụ, onye ahụ sokwa n'ọrụ a na-arụ. We need our people. I don't expect a Biafran diplomat to come out openly to join IPOB. It's not possible. I don't expect those that work in the military, in the police, to come out and say openly, I am IPOB. If they do it, where will we get all our information from? So we need some that will be on the ground, getting us information. But they must support what we are doing. Must. Because our brother thought the first question was about development. Are we going to grow as a nation? I'm sorry to digress a bit, but it's very important. There are those that will not come into Biafra land. Those that heard the gospel and said no, we won't be a part of it. Okay, and we see Biafra, Biafra. Such people will not enter Biafra land, and I'm telling them now, so they can go and join Jubril and Fulani to plan and plot against IPOB and Biafra. Hanemen and Keti, they can't stop us. They can never stop us. Nobody can stop Biafra from coming. Because heaven has written it.
Yes.
I'm not asking some of you for the on Lagos and Abuja. And as I kept saying, this one that the entourage of Jubril came and was hiding somewhere. Some of you may have interest with them. It's understandable. You don't want to be open. But go and see coordinator at night and say, don't mention my name. And support. If you hear other people discussing Biafra and self-defense, you ask them to go and join IPOB. I cannot join for XYZ reason in the open, but I'm a member at the back.
I can Biafra.
But for anybody to think that we will die and sacrifice ourselves to get Biafra, then first class about plane now into Biafra land. You are wasting your time. God in heaven knows. We hold you at the airport. You got with interest. Before you come in. They think they are just going to go back. They are the saboteurs that will sabotage the Biafran nation. Oh, but I know what I'm here, Hammer. I'm telling you the truth. If you're planning to continue from where Ifajuna or Abiasika, where was that Ebony State, from Ebony State governor? The saboteur now? No. Not Ebu. What's his name? Ebony State. The governor after Sam Ebu. What's his name? Elechi. Martin Elechi was a hardened saboteur during the war. Hardened saboteur during the war. Such people will not exist in the new Biafra we are building. By the grace of Elohim in heaven. They will not. So anybody thinking, look at our lives now. All of us here together, like in Japan, in Tokyo, town hall meeting. All of you are now comfortable that a Sudanese man is the president of Nigeria. Yoruba, vice. Fulani, Senate president. The Biafran, of course, is a deputy from Urobo. And are you complaining? Are you complaining?
You are complaining.
Underground. So I saw you pass away on the ground. Do you see how we are complaining underground? As you said, they will like the liver to do anything. They come to your land and they take your land. Maybe pictures are hiding a leather guy in the morning. Is it like that settlement in April or the one in Enugu? With the round mud houses in your land. You're not complaining. And somebody will find fault with IPOB. The same Nonya with a human being. You've not found fault with the fact that you cannot fly into Biafra land with a aeroplane. No fault that you have to go to Lagos to clear your car when you import it into the zoo. No fault that you have no good roads. No fault that Fulani, they are coming in and raping our mothers in our land abomination. You found no fault. But the people trying to liberate you, all of a sudden you have found fault in them.
You find fault in IPOB.
And you're telling me you're a human being. You are not human to me. It's the worst type of stupidity.
Saboteurs.
You have no issues with people coming to your land and desecrating it. But those telling you, now look here, something is happening. You have issues with them. And you're telling me you're Igbo, you're a Biafran. No, you don't have any brain on this. Thank you very much.
IPOB,
One family.
IPOB,
One family.
one family.
IPOB.
Amadika, good evening. Personally, my name is well, Alhaji said High Chief. High Chief Charles Mokeji. The Agujebo one for me. One with the keys. And then you are Odron Chief. In high name, I must say, and then my cameras they open. Numerous people here, you have solved the problem we have in Japan here. What we saw yesterday is a tip of iceberg. Now, you got 40 Biafrans in Japan in every support we want.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm a politician, APC, national delegate. But we have Biafra at mind. That's because people be fired again. You know, maybe like yesterday. Is that I'm actually my appear na screen because my picture now so rock. And I got the information of Tagaya.